What's up, YouTube? This your girl Leah, and we is here with another reaction video. As you guys see by the title, we's about to react to Lil Waysta, and he just dropped a video. It is called Kendrick Lamar's new album changes everything. So we're finna see what Lil Waysta has to say about Kendrick Lamar's new album and how it changed the rap game. So, hey, Kendrick Lamar been on a roll. He been dropping music after music after music, and now he just dropped an album that is a no skip album, GNX. And it's a crazy album. But with that being said, we're finna go ahead and get straight into it. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's on the road to 14K. Thank you guys for 13K. And hey, let's go and get straight into it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's see what Lil Waysta got to say about it.
Hip-hop fans were peeping new releases from artists like Kenny Mason and Boldy James, but it seemed like a relatively low-key week when it came to new music. The only other real thing of note that was going down was J. Cole adding his legendary mixtapes to streaming services after years of longing from his fans. Until suddenly, a single post that came out of nowhere changed everything.
He just
this
dropped
year,
some,
Kendrick Lamar's X account has been on an unparalleled run.
Kendrick did a Beyonce and just dropped an album without no type of promotion.
Where everything that's appeared on it has been of major cultural significance. And after using it to debut his famed diss tracks, ranging from Euphoria to Not Like Us, and announcing his Super Bowl performance on the same account, he once again brought hip-hop to a standstill with the release of a surprise new album titled GNX. But what does the album represent? And does its content tell us whether K-Dot is returning to peacetime or ramping up for another war with the people that he's shaded on the project? It's your boy Lil Waysta, and let's break down Kendrick's new album, GNX. For starters, let's talk about the timing of the project. Just days after he was crowned Rapper of the Year by Apple Music, people wondered how this was possible without him releasing a full-length album. So, just like he once silenced retirement rumors sparked by a Twitter user by kicking off the rollout for Mr. Morale, he's shut down his critics once again, this time by dropping an entirely new project. And when I say surprise, I mean it. According to industry insider Brian Zizuk, even his label found out on Friday morning. Now, the record has made such an immediate splash that many believe it will
label found out that morning of the release day,
thrown the Wicked soundtrack from claiming the top spot. Named after the 1987 Buick Grand National Regal GNX.
Oh, so that what GNX is, the car. Oh, okay. I did not know what GNX was, but apparently it is the car that's on the album cover. Okay.
Which came out the year he was born. That's
why that's my twin, y'all.
Named after the 1987 Buick Grand
National
Regal
twin,
GNX,
y'all.
Which came out the year
That's why that's my twin, y'all. June 17th. That's exactly my birthday. June 17th. That's why I love Kendrick. You feel me? We got this. That's my birthday twin. You feel me? Facts. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar and me having the same birthday.
He was born. This album could have easily just been a victory lap for K-Dot after a wild 2024. But instead, he decided that he wasn't taking his foot off of anyone's neck. In fact, he took plenty of shots at both familiar enemies and even some new foes. So let's decode the project. Although it's essentially the intro to the album, the song Whacked Out Murals proved that Kendrick was ready to go to war from the outset. And after witnessing it happen from the shadows, he finally decided to speak out about Lil Wayne's grumbling about the Super Bowl. On the track, he references his Wayne fandom, as well as the response he received from Tunchi about his upcoming halftime show performance in New Orleans.
You didn't even congratulate him or nothing.
I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down.
This is a direct reference to everything that's gone down since it was revealed that K-Dot was scheduled to perform over the hometown hero, Lil Wayne.
So, like I said, it broke me, and I'm just trying to put me back together. But my God, have you all helped me? Thanks to all my peers, my friends, my family, and my homies on the sports.
Like Lil Wayne, try next year. Like, do the Super Bowl next year. Like, Kendrick Lamar is on a run right now, so of course it's gonna be Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl. You're not making any noise right now, so Kendrick Lamar making a little noise. Even though Lil Wayne is legendary, you feel me? But we need Kendrick in the Super Bowl because he is, you feel me, he having a movement right now. So it'd be smart to have Kendrick do a Super Bowl. You could have did Super Bowl any other years before this Super Bowl that's coming up. Why you wasn't making noise then? Just because it's in New Orleans? It don't gotta be in New Orleans, you feel me? But Come on.
I really appreciate that. I really do.
I mean, you still love your Wayne, but just let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Working on me.
You could have congratulated Kendrick.
To doing that work on himself that he alluded to, Weezy has continued to grow increasingly bitter over not receiving this opportunity.
Yeah, school's good.
Like,
well, my roommate is Brian Cox.
you have a problem now.
You know, I think he's
and almost blaming K-Dot for it. Even as he was handed the key to the city, he controversially claimed that he had been robbed at Weezy Fest.
That moment I said to myself, I want to be on stage for the Super Bowl one day in front of my mom. And I worked my ass off to get that
Okay, do it next year.
Ripped away from me. But this moment right here.
It's ripped away from it, like.
They can't take that from me. Ladies and gentlemen,
Bitter.
make some noise for yourself for being amazing.
As if that wasn't enough to try Kung Fu Kenny's patience, Wayne decided to rock his OVO owl pendant in support of Drake while referencing Not Like Us at one of his shows. After all this victim mentality from Weezy, and refusing to be happy for a kid who was a disciple of his, K-Dot finally had enough. On top of those bars, let's not act like the cover art might not be a little allusion towards the Carter 2, right down to the black and white photo. Clearly, the whole situation deeply bothered Kendrick. After all, this is one of his heroes who have been gracious towards him when he's shown nothing but love.
That moment in the studio with Wayne, me and J-Rock in the studio with Wayne, I never told Wayne this. That changed my perspective about work ethic. Knocked out about 12 verses, and this is feature Wayne at the moment. And these not no motherfucking fly-by-night verses. This is set right there and thought out right in front of your face and smashing, and he's excited about it, and he's loving music, and he loves what he's doing. That gave me a whole nother appreciation. And we took that same intensity and that work ethic, and we applied it moving forward from having that feature for all my life.
Let's not forget that Kendrick is such an avid supporter of Wayne's that he even went out of his way to try and stop him from throwing his career away when he fell on hard times.
Nigga talking about retiring and shit, nigga, fuck that, nigga. I'm in the motherfucking studio, nigga, doing motherfucking features, nigga. Nigga, I seen you, nigga, 2007, nigga, 2008, nigga, I seen you knock out motherfucking 10 fucking features in a row, nigga, back to back, nigga.
Now, it turns out that Wayne is ready to go to war with Kendrick too over his recent bars on Whacked Out Murals. In a tweet posted at 1 a.m. on Saturday, Weezy said, "Man, what the fuck did I do? I just be chillin' and they still come for my head. Let's not take..."
What you do, you just be chilling. You was chilling where? You know what you did? You complaining, going on stages complaining that Super Bowl was snatched from you from Kendrick. Now you want to play victim. Like, what did I do? You want to throw a rock and hide your hand. What did I do?
Kindness for weakness.
Come on,
let this
now,
giant sleep. I beg you all.
That's not
no one really
player.
wants destruction, not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed. And once again, the community had begun to call him out for acting oblivious and claimed that he would get smoked by Kendrick if he had a rap battle with him. As upset as he was about Weezy's behavior, Kendrick soon revealed that he wasn't the only person that switched up. And this time, the culprit was a lot closer to home than New Orleans. In that same verse, Kendrick takes some time to express his hurt at Snoop Dogg for sharing Drake's tailor-made freestyle, a track which sampled not only an AI version of D.O.G.'s voice, but Kendrick's hero, Tupac's as well.
You supposed to be the boogeyman, go do what you do, unless it's a moment that you tell us it's not really you.
Now, Kendrick has made it known how shocked he was. And to clarify, K-Dot isn't paranoid. It really happened. For Dot, this must feel like a far cry from the days where he literally handed the torch of the West Coast to him in 2015. At that moment, a young K-Dot shed tears on stage for how happy he was to receive it.
I'ma say this, never mean this. Nigga, you got the torch, nigga, you better run with it.
Yeah.
You better run with it, nigga, cause it's yours.
Snoop Dogg still looking good.
However, in recent times, Snoop has taken a neutral stance that Kendrick might perceive as disloyalty. For instance, when asked about Kendrick headlining the Super Bowl, Snoop refused to firmly endorse him, opting for a non-committal response.
Well, I don't really have no opinion, but what I do want to say is that just remember what the NFL was 15 years ago when it comes to hip-hop. How many hip-hop artists was able to grace that stage 15 years ago? So I understand both sides of the coin, and I understand how people feel. I have no answer, no opinion, because I had the opportunity to get up there via Dr. Dre. I didn't do any Snoop Dogg songs. I was up there helping Dr. Dre, and it became a great moment for all of us. So at the same time, Lil Wayne is the GOAT of New Orleans rap. Remember, I was at No Limit Records for 3 years, and I watched his whole career come to life, and then watched him become the biggest. I watched him get bigger than me. You feel what I'm saying? And I was gigantic at the time, and I love seeing his growth. And me and Wayne is family to this day. Me and Kendrick is family to this day. And me and Jay-Z, and me and Roger Goodell. So I don't know who is the decision maker. All I know is that I'll be home watching the Super Bowl, and when the halftime show come on, I'll be watching that as well.
But it seems like Snoop might have really been impaired when he shared that infamous story, because when pressed, he immediately backpedaled and let K-Dot know that he's the ruler of the coast. K-Dot's new album GNX, it was the edibles. West West King. Snoop's endorsement of Taylor Made wasn't the only way Kendrick clapped back at Drake's appropriation of West Coast legends. On the track Reincarnated, K-Dot sampled Tupac's Made Brothers.
Yeah, like you sharing Drake stuff when you supposed to be West Coast, you feel me? Like Snoop Dogg, you supposed to have West Coast side no matter what. But you sharing Drake stuff, dissing Kendrick, like, yeah, he definitely needed to backpedal that.
Gang related.
No man separated.
Wild Wild West, gang related.
It was done in a way where he seemed to be reiterating that he was the heir to Tupac's throne.
I did pass like progression last year when it me up, reincarnated on this earth for 100+.
Aside from commenting on Drake owning one of Pac's rings, this is one of the most explicit nods to Pac that he's made on Wax, since he had a conversation with him on the conclusion of To Pimp a Butterfly on the track Mortal Man. But even after Drake seemingly bowed out of the beef, Kendrick made it clear that he wasn't done with Drizzy just yet. On Whacked Out Murals, Kendrick seemed to be hinting towards Drake's attempts to get dirt on Dot through financial means, only for his nearest and dearest and Compton to refuse to give anything up, even when the bag or cryptocurrency was waved in front of him.
Niggas from my city couldn't entertain no boy, promising bank transactions and even Bitcoin.
Plus, he seemed to let it be known that there would never be a ceasefire either, insisting that there will be no mediation that could get them on the same side ever again.
I never piece it up, that shit don't sit well with me. Before I take a truce, I'll take them to hell with me.
Staying with Whacked Out Murals, even the song's title is a reference to the feud between himself and Drizzy. It alludes to this portrait of Kendrick that was displayed.
That's the mirror today, wet and vandalized. Dang.
Played at the restaurant Misa Bor in Compton, being defaced by sour Drake fans. Today, they celebrated K-Dot saluting them, writing on IG that, a few months ago, our Kendrick mural got hit. Of course, we were pissed and wanted to fix it, but it just kept getting worse. Flash forward to today, and Kendrick drops a song about the situation. It doesn't necessarily make it okay, but it does feel good to have our hard work in the community immortalized in a song by one of the greatest to ever do it.
Dang,
thank you at Kendrick Lamar
that?
For making the situation a little better today. But the subtle Drake slander and retracing of their beef didn't stop there. On Squabble Up, he kept at it, claiming that he still has beef, and even referencing the fact that he brought Adonis into it with these bars. Among the most overt displays of shade towards Drake that the project features is that Kendrick still made the Hard Part 6 as if Drake's diss track of the same name never even happened. But rather than focus on hate, Dot used it to specifically salute his TDE brothers, firmly ending any speculation that there was some tension between them. Not only did he salute Ab-Soul and his pen, claiming that he used to study his style, Dot also reserved bars for his PG Lang partner Dave Free.
Nigga Dave had a champagne Acura. That nigga wore several hats, a producer, manager, director, and DJ. Watch him take some penitentiary chances, to say the least.
By doing this, he made it evident that all of Drake's attempts at tearing them apart, with rumors of Dave being the real father of his son, didn't put a dent in their bond. Later, he explained why Black Hippie never materialized quite how they hoped.
My motivation was the yearning for independence. Poured everything I had left in the family business. Now it's about Kendrick.
However, Kendrick decided to place the blame on himself and revealed why he decided to set up PG Lang in the first place.
I jogged my memory knowing Black Hippie didn't work because of me. Creatively, I moved on with new concepts and reach.
Heading back towards the realm of beef, Kendrick has made it clear that he is no longer playing it cool when it comes to the competition. After saluting Nas for acknowledging his Super Bowl performance when other legends ignored out of spite, he then invoked the spirit on one mic on
Man at the Guard is my favorite.
In the track, he let it be known that he wasn't even slightly fazed by the prospect of further warfare. Alongside that, he seemed to salute himself for how he handled the Drake beef, claiming,
I bring this down, don't you play with me, stay with me. I'm crashing out right now, no one's safe with me.
Before then saying,
I did it with integrity and still try hate on me, just wait and see. More blood be spilling, it just ain't to me.
Then it was back to straight up shade in Drake's direction on Hey Now, where he suggested that he eliminated him once and for all.
Play God, you will get what you asked for. We got the same 24, what you mad for? I put a swear on his back like I'm
As if this message wasn't clear enough, he really drove it home with the line, "The black know I just strangled me a goat." Drake is angrily throwing threes on his basketball court right now after that one. But alongside all of the hate, there is plenty of room for love here too. On Dodger Blue, he salutes the city of Los Angeles. And even then, he lets it be known that he's not to be played with.
Bitch, I'm from the land. Don't say you hate LA when you don't travel past the 10.
And after years of speculation, he seems to be finally willing to admit that he's really as affiliated to the streets as people have speculated. Because on this track, he let it be known that he's not a studio gangster. Instead, he's someone who's really grown up around the threat of violence and street politics.
All my kids, I sock you niggas up. How you ever took a fading red demo back to back?
Here, Kendrick is basically referring to getting beaten up and coming back for his vengeance. And what's wild is that we literally have evidence of Kendrick trying to do just that to AD of Back on Fig. During his No Dumper days, he discussed Dot literally trying to press him over an apparent run-in with a rival set in the past.
Hey, you wanna know a crazy thing about Kendrick, bro? My first encounter with him, he thought I was somebody else, bro. He low-key tried to press me.
Who?
Kendrick Lamar.
Who do you think you were?
He from a different hood. I guess some niggas jumped him back in the day. And I came to the studio and he was mad. He was like, hey, you from Almond Block? And I was like, nah, but he was hot.
With that, all of those who have been saying that Kendrick is maybe more connected than he let on are seeming to have more
Kendrick, y'all. Don't mess with him.
Truth to their stories.
It's just that he's a nice guy. So they have a problem with it because he doesn't have a gangster approach. But let me let y'all know, he got 100,000 motherfucking gangsters with him. So y'all better watch what y'all say.
This is also emphasized on the album's title track, simply for the fact that he added his longtime friend from the neighborhood and real-life Pyru, Hida J3, who had been labeled his goon on the track list. Throughout the course of the beef, Hida took up for Dot whenever he could. He was posting tweets like, tell your man since he's so tough, come to Compton, not LA, at Drake, they not the same. He literally even tried to squabble with Aiden Ross for his Dot slander. That's exactly why you got took by @Playboy Cardi, so come see what else get took playing in LA, @Aiden Ross.
Right,
to him, this felt like the natural thing to...
I think Aiden was talking crazy about LA, and he came back and had to apologize because I don't know who, somebody had to call him and say, you don't want to play with LA like that. You don't want to play with them streets in LA like that.
Do for someone who had genuinely uplifted not just Hida himself, who previously appeared on the album cover of To Pimp a Butterfly by K-Dot, but also countless others.
I love, bro, to where just I don't gotta talk to you every day to you know, represent what you represent. When you see somebody work hard and unlock doors that we can't reach and we don't get access to, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, put more confidence in me and what I'm doing and who I am as an artist. Like, shine a light on me as an artist. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Away from the beef, Kendrick got
together. We're making data centers the most sustainable industry in the world.
Schneider Electric's
conceptual on Gloria, one of several tracks featuring his former TDE label mate SZA. It seems like a love song and perhaps an ode to his fiancée Whitney Alford. But with the final line of my woman and my right hand, my saint and my sin, ain't no bitch like my bitch cause that bitch was my pen, K-Dot reveals that he's actually talking about hip-hop itself. In this sense, K-Dot is carrying on a proud tradition of rappers writing about hip-hop in metaphorical terms as a woman. Way back in the day, Common did the same thing on I Used to Love Her, while Eminem did something similar on the song 25 to Life. Meanwhile, on TV Off, Kendrick spent a lot of the tracks saluting Mustard, or as he said it,
Mustard!
Sorry, but I had to. But interestingly, he did this just days after the producer kept the beef well and truly alive at Camp Flognaw, where he played Like That twice and hit the crowd with a bait and switch over Crew Love to Like That.
You ready? Here we go.
Yeah. So it's only fair that he gave him his flowers with that now iconic mustard script. But amid all of the smoke that Kendrick gives out on this project, it should be noted that it's not just rappers that got his rap. Because in a surprising turn of events, he seemed to throw shade at a comedian too. To be specific, he dissed Andrew Schultz of all people.
Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman as law.
This likely refers to Andrew's controversial take on what he termed as the black girlfriend effect, in which he spoke about black women in a derogatory fashion.
What is the black girlfriend effect?
You don't know about glow out the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got a buzz cut, like clean shape up. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they start stressing around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
They laugh. They say nothing.
More cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of them.
They laugh.
I think the black girlfriend effect, it might be a protective instinct, bro.
An album that's filled with love, hate, and everything in between, Dog gave us a lot to ponder on this project. But with so many beats coming from the Bay Area sound that made Not Like Us a smash, it's clear he's having fun with it too.
You know, anybody who's like, Kendrick's music's not catchy, it's boring, he just makes like snoozer songs, like sleepy ass music, da-da-da-da-da, like, you know, I'm sorry, how is that not a bop?
Yeah, there you go.
How is that not a bopper?
That ruled.
That was so fucking
It was fun, man.
And straight away, even some of his fellow rappers have been left in awe. After listening to it, IDK said, if you're not coming like Kendrick, don't even try to drop. The bar set. Soon, Russ also saluted Dot's incredible work. New Kendrick album is elite, but not everyone is happy. Straight away, the OVO Avengers were trying to talk down on the record, only to get clowned for it. Such as the Academics owned X account that said, bro went 0 for 12. Meanwhile, on Academics' live stream chat, the majority of viewers agreed that the project was fire, while others decided to question how he heard a 44-minute album in 5 minutes. But it should be noted that Academics doesn't actually run that secondary account. Instead of jumping to conclusions, he actually listened.
You know, I see a lot of people, I see a lot of Drake fans hitting me. I think they wanted me to shit on it. I get we're in this politics era, and I keep calling this the election, where it's like, yo, if you're a Democrat, you can't admit that a Republican said anything you agree with because you're just on your side. So it's almost like gangbanging damn near. But in reality, bro, this was kind of, and I see some people say it's better than, what, or Untitled Unmastered is better than this. Well, Untitled Unmastered is a very integral, like when I always said To Pimp a Butterfly, I ranked it high, but it had low replay value. This is Kendrick trying to also find that good medium of songs you guys could listen to over and over, and then songs with a message that is probably deep or heavy that you might not listen to all the time. And I think the best way is to find balance. I think he's trying to find balance. if you ask me. So I know some Drake fans wanted me to like shit on it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's good.
Yeah,
I think
you
it's a
cannot
good
deny
take,
this.
Right
This
now,
album
if this
is
was
fire.
his album, I'd probably say it's a little bit above average, but it doesn't come nowhere close to how those albums are kind of being critically acclaimed, right?
Although he tried to resist, he was ultimately forced to admit that it's great.
Let's see what y'all are feeling about it. I can't sit here and in good conscience tell you this is whack. For me to say that would be me lying. And at the end of the day, I love music, even if I have my favorites on one side, and I don't think it's whack. I don't think it's whack. Okay? It kept me interested. You threw a few jabs, you still saying some shit.
Alongside the album being a musical triumph, Ack also had to acknowledge that this project addresses criticism that he didn't do enough for the West after the pop out. After Not Like Us came out, Academics said he had to make amends for using the hyphy sound, despite not being from the Bay or really putting on for local artists.
He might need to give a feature. Who he might need to give a feature to? How many features he might need to give? Because also, let me ask you a question. The song that some people believe that Kendrick just defeated Drake with, Not Like Us, is a song that definitely uses a Bay Area sound. Kendrick is not from the Bay Area, but that is still part of LA culture, still part of the West Coast. But with that being said, you know how many people have used that sound that never popped? Does Kendrick owe them a feature? Yo, you just won your beef, or you just came up on your beef using our sound. Let's use the same logic, people. Yo, bro, what's up with a feature? You're capitalizing off our sound. That's like just like what Sauce Walker said with the Jersey Club shit, right?
But now that he's had Dodie 6 on Hey Now,
Academics just
AZ
be
Shyke on
talking just to hear
Peekaboo,
himself
Wally
talk.
the
He
Sensei
just
on
talking,
Dodger Blue,
talking,
Hit
talk
J3,
like,
Peso,
dang,
and Young
is there
Threat on
enough
this
talking
project,
you can
it's
do?
pretty clear that he's got his ear to the ground of what's occurring in Cali hip-hop.
Before you ask a personal question, you got to retract what you said.
About what?
You said Dot wasn't going to give none of them niggas on stage no features. He put all the young homies on from the city on the album.
Well, this is what I would say. I think I'll say something better. I think we encourage him to do that. I don't care why he did it.
Turn his
He did do
TV
it, so
off,
I give
turn
him
his
credit for
TV
doing it.
off.
And I thought that was
Turn
a
his
great
TV
look. I
off,
thought
turn
it
his
was a great
TV
look,
off.
even though he could have still named them on the songs, because we got to do some Googling, but fans do that anyway. But I do think that was a good look. That was a good look.
With GNX, we get an album from Dot that explores all sides of him, permitting his hate and anger to coexist with his desire for peace. In essence, it's a true Gemini's album encompassing everything that's inside. In fact, he seemed to hint at the concept behind it in an interview from just last month. I don't believe I'm an angry person, but I do believe in love and war, and I believe they both need to exist. And my awareness of that allows me to react to things, but not identify with them as who I am. Just allowing them to exist and allowing them to flow through me. That's what I believe. Whatever you think about the record itself, it's clear that it stopped the world in its tracks, and once again proves that Kendrick is at the top of his game right now. Once again, these words relate to what he said as the Super Bowl announcement came to pass. Rap music is still the most impactful genre today, Lamar said in a statement at the time, and I'll be there to remind the world why. They got the right one. On GNX, he can consider us reminded. And if DJ Head's recent tweet is anything to go by, this might only be just the beginning. It's your boy The Waste. If you guys like this video, you're definitely gonna like one of the 2 videos on the screen.
Hey, shout out to Lil Waster for giving us, you feel me, the Kendrick Lamar new album changes everything big, you feel me? Let's see what the comments saying though. It say Wayne saying what I do in response to Kendrick bar in the epitome of throwing stones and hiding your hands. That's what I just said. Wayne is throwing stones and hiding his hand like what I do. Like you just wasn't out here complaining about not getting the Super Bowl because of, like, come on, Wayne, shut up. Snoop Rapp's defense, he never picks a side. He definitely do. He definitely ride the fence. He be straight in the middle of the pot, in the middle of the back of the car. Super Bowl is coming. LA still gonna walk into New Orleans screaming mustard. Hey, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys thinking. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.